Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel Roseology. So this video is for my Virgos out there, Sun, Moon, Rising, even Venus. This is your September 2020 energetic forecast, and by the way, happy birthday to all of my Virgos out there. So we have a huge stack of cards to get through regarding your September 2020, but also what I have here is something that I've wanted to do in these monthly zodiac videos for a while now, where I included like a little mini pick a card message for each zodiac sign. So like I said, we'll be diving deep into the energy of your September, and at the end of that reading we're going to be doing a more personalized message for you with a couple of cards. I won't go as in depth with the three piles here. That's what this huge stack of cards is for. But I want these three piles here. I want the cards to do the talking with these three piles here. But like I said, I did want to add a more personalized message for each sign this month. So there will be a brief meditation session towards the end of this video to help you pick which pile is speaking to you intuitively and which message that you need to hear personally for your month ahead. So yeah, let's just go on ahead and get started with this huge stack of cards here. First, so I'm going to clear out these piles, and then we're going to get to this message here. All right, Virgo, so let's go on ahead and get to your tarot cards before getting to the stack of oracle cards to see what September 2020 has in store for you. The very first card that we have here is the Two of Swords in reverse. I always love this Two of Swords card in this particular deck. The next card that we have here is the Six of Pentacles, also in reverse. Okay, I'm going to pause here because I'm already picking something up. Virgo, it looks like you've finally made your mind up about something, but now that you have made your mind up, you don't necessarily have the same resources available to you that you once did, or the consequences have changed, or the, not consequences, but it's like the your circumstances have changed now that you finally made your mind up. There's something here about being too late, taking too long, not making a decision quick enough or sooner, and you may feel like you're paying for that. But listen, Virgo, you're not paying for anything. You're not being punished for anything. You've just simply made a choice, and anytime we choose something, we lose other options because that's the price of commitment. But I see you wondering if this option or choice was worth it. You may feel like you've sacrificed and given up more than something or someone is worth. And in September, during your season, you're trying to see the good in this, but you're really struggling here. This is more than likely because of Venus, which is moving through your 12th house in the sign of Leo. And in your house of Leo, the 5th house, you have Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn retrograde. Now, Jupiter will be going direct mid-September, around like the 14th of September. But also your ruling planet, Mercury, is rolling through your 2nd house in the sign of Libra. And with Uranus retrograde in your 9th house in the sign of Taurus, it's damn near impossible for you to rest with a decision, to rest easy with a decision. It's very difficult for you to confidently say and believe that you made the right decision. And it's difficult because you are so ready to have your mind made up too, but you are trying to assess if it's a good decision, if it's a valuable one. You're trying to decide if it's beneficial for you. Virgo, you won't have much to give or offer if you cannot commit one way or the other. This energy here is also alluding to the thought that the grass is greener on the other side. You're just having a full-on Virgo moment this month. Well, it is your season, right? So I mean, I can't blame you, but this is you at like Super Saiyan Virgo level 12,000, where you are surveying your options, but you are picking them apart bit by bit. And anything that isn't able to sell itself the way that it presents itself to you is getting annihilated by you and by your meticulous way of kind of ciphering through details, ciphering through information. For example, let's say that you meet someone and they are just so sexy to you, like mad attractive physically, right? So you decide to go out on a date with them, and you discover during that date that they chew with their mouth open or something, and or that they're like a Republican or something crazy. And this just sends you like, it's like it just sends you over the edge. It's like this person loses their magic. That sexy spell just sort of wears right off because you realize, uh-oh, you're human. I thought you were perfect. What the fuck happened here? You know, like that's kind of like your thoughts with this person in this example. So this is something or someone showing signs of vulnerability or defects. And for you, that makes this chase or person or goal or want seem less valuable with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, I don't want to give to this, like this isn't worth me giving or sacrificing or, you know, giving anything that I own to this person or to this thing, to the situation. They're not worth it. This is like the issue here of like, you're not worth it. Sometimes I feel like you are, sometimes I feel like you're not. It's like all of a sudden this person or this issue or the situation, whatever it is, this experience, it's like it has this glitch and you can't get this glitch out of your mind. Or if this isn't another person, this could be you. This could be you judging yourself because of something that you did or said. Going back to that example, imagine that person that's just so attractive to you and you're trying to play it cool, but you end up making an awkward joke and you immediately want to retreat. You start telling yourself there's no way they could still be interested. They peeped a flaw of mine. You know, how could they still be interested? How could they still want me or me want them? There's a bunch of other perfect options out there. This is grass is greener on the other side energy. Wanting to dip out fast and in a hurry because your expectations are not met, or you feel as though you aren't meeting expectations. And so it just makes you kind of want to retreat a bit. It makes you kind of want to like back out of the situation. You're not as involved. You're not as invested as you once were. Let's go ahead and check out your other cards here, see what else we got. Next one we have Knight of Swords in reverse, like I was talking about retreating. Then we have here Ten of Wands. And then the Hermit. Okay. Knight of Swords in reverse, like I was saying, is retreat. That's the word that I immediately heard looking at that card. I think I just mentioned it too with the Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. But yeah, this is retreat. You don't want to talk about it or solve it or figure it out. You'd rather pretend that you didn't put yourself out there, or pretend like you didn't try, or pretend like you didn't ever give this person a chance, or pretend like you were never invested, or pretend like you're not bothered, when in reality, this is weighing so heavily on you with this Ten of Wands right here that's upright. And your way of dealing with this weight or pressure is to retreat into your hermit cave and process everything silently alone, where you can be vulnerable and flawed and imperfect and human, where you can truly be you. You feel like to truly be you is problematic, or like it's not attractive, or like if I'm truly me, people are going to think I'm mean. If I'm truly me, people aren't going to like me. If I'm truly me, people aren't going to tolerate me or respect me or love me, you know, because I'm not being nice. I'm not being forthcoming. I'm not being accepting, you know. It's like you feel like you're not accepting enough. It's like even you notice, or even you feel like you're being too critical of other people or of situations. It's like even you are judging yourself for being too picky. So you like to retreat to your hermit mode, to your safe space, where it's like, I'm allowed to be as picky as I damn want to be. I'm allowed to judge whatever I want. I'm allowed to have all these different opinions, and no one can stop me, and no one can interfere with it, and no one can judge it, and no one can disagree with it. You know, it's like you like that hermit cave, that safe space, because you are allowed to be you without fail. You're allowed to be you without this pressure or judgment of being expected to perform or to come across differently. So it's like you really like this because you get to really let your hair down and just be you when you're in this hermit cave. There's a reason why the Hermit is your card, Virgo. There's a reason why the Hermit is ruled by the sign Virgo. You know? Listen, Virgo, this September, Spirit is trying to push you to redefine vulnerability. You have a great fear or distaste of imperfection. You will do whatever it takes to avoid it. Ten of Wands, being human, struggling, not being right, not being perfect, asking for assistance, guidance, forgiveness, saying you want or need something instead of being there for everyone else. This is a part of life. And my Virgos, you guys are hardwired to work to avoid the pitfalls of being human. So when things get a bit too deep or overwhelming or difficult, when people get too close to your blemishes, or when you feel as though you haven't performed at your highest level, you either retreat, Knight of Swords in reverse, or you try to overcompensate with the Ten of Wands as an attempt to overwrite the mistakes or flaws, as an attempt to say, hey, yeah, you know what? It's like you go in and out of this very critical mood. It's like you go in and out of like this judgmental, critical sort of vibration, where it's like you try to ignore what you need because even you feel like you're being too picky, but at the same time, you can't deny the fact that you feel that way. It's like, yeah, you're perfect, but I fucking hate it when you chew with your mouth open. And it's like, to other people, they're looking at that as like, that's not a big deal, get over it. But to you, it's like, I'm trying to get over it. Trust me, I'm trying. But I can't help the fact that it bothers me. So it's like you're struggling with this. Yeah, this is perfect. Maybe I should just settle. Maybe I should just be happy, but I'm not happy. You're struggling. You're really, really, man, you're really struggling with that. You're struggling like, do I stay true to this or am I asking for too much? This is kind of like the theme of my earth signs though, this September, since we are in the earth season. This is why you're so exhausted though, Virgo, with the Hermit right here. And Spirit wants to exhaust you in September on purpose so that the way you stop this cycle of retreating and overcompensating, because this cycle feeds off of your worst fears, which is being vulnerable, being human, showing your flaws. Your anxiety may even get tripped up a bit because some part of you will feel very exposed this month. And it's the part of you that you normally only reveal when you are alone in the cave, Hermit mode. The Hermit belongs to Virgo, like I was saying, for a reason. This is your card for a reason. I hear someone even saying that they feel betrayed. I just heard that. It doesn't necessarily feel like a person though. It feels like maybe you blame Spirit for something in September. Like maybe you feel betrayed by Spirit and oh, that's right. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Like I said earlier, Spirit is going to be pushing you out of your cave, your comfort zone during like an unarmed moment. Not to punish you, not to make you feel bad, but to show you that there's nothing wrong with you, to show you there's nothing to fear, but you will feel pushed out of the nest before your time, before you're ready, before you were prepared and equipped. But Spirit is saying you would have never come out of that cave alone if I didn't do it, if I didn't push you. So you may feel like some sort of information about you gets disclosed or revealed in September, and you're going to be so worried about the reaction or the blowback. And you're going to maybe want to retreat, but you're going to find out that like, oh my God, my cave has been flooded. You know, like I can't even go into that cave. It's been like flooded, or there's like a rat infestation or something crazy going on in your little hermit mode. And it's like, I can't go into my hermit cave. I can't go over there because I can't escape this. You know, there's issues over there too. So it's like there's going to be nowhere for you to hide. So you're going to be sort of forced to adapt. But Virgo, you are the god of adaptation. You are a mutable sign. You are a mutable earth sign. Do you understand how much of a fucking superhuman you are? You are able to adapt with the element of earth. You're an earth child that is able to adapt. Earth is the only element that is actually tangible. We can actually hold it. We can actually form it into something. It's solid. The fact that you are able to adapt with something solid makes you a literal fucking superhuman. Okay? So don't think that you can't adapt to this, because you definitely can. You don't need to be equipped. You don't need to be prepared. You are improvisation. That's exactly what you are as a mutable sign. You are adaptation. So you are flexibility, you know? Like I was saying, you may be a little bit worried about a reaction or the blowback that you get from being sort of exposed. But let me tell you something, Virgo, there's not going to be any blowback. Your worst fears will not materialize. That's why Spirit is pushing you out of the cave to show you that what you're trying to avoid isn't even going to happen. That's why Spirit is pushing you out there, because because Spirit is saying like, it's safe now. You are allowed to venture outside of the cave. Nothing's going to happen. So I'm going to actually push you out of the cave. I'm going to expose you, and then I'm going to show you that nothing is going to happen. You're retreating from something or someone that isn't an enemy. You're avoiding something that is not a problem. You're stressing over something that is not an issue. You are afraid of something that is not a threat. You're afraid of something that cannot and will not harm you in any way, mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. This will not touch you, but you have to see that. And if it's left up to you, you won't take the chance of seeing how it's going to play out. So you will feel prematurely uncovered. This is like a star moment after the tower moment. You don't want people to see you in the phase of rebuilding or recuperating or grieving or not knowing, especially naked at the same time, bare ass naked. It's like, you got to see me rebuilding and I'm naked. It's like, it's a lot for you. But because again, it shows your vulnerability that you see as a weakness, but it's going to have the opposite effect. Remember, Virgo, not everyone thinks like you. So you see a flaw and someone else is going to see power, strength, beauty, sensuality, gentleness, heart. Someone else sees a beautiful person. You got me all in my feelings right now, Virgo. I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here, because I need to move on. I can keep going with your cards all day. because it's like, I want to dig into this. I mean, we are in Virgo season right now, so it's like I even want to dig into the details of your cards, and it's like, why are you feeling like this? Because it's like you have nothing to worry about at all. Okay, let's go on ahead. First card that we have here, look at that. Black Moon Lilith Mystery. Then we have here Venus Love. That's an interesting little twist right there, to go from Black Moon Lilith to Venus Love. Venus is almost a lot like Black Moon, but it's like a different version of herself, almost, in a sense. This is the way I see her anyways. Scorpio. Yeah, look, Scorpio, I transform. Yeah, it's almost as if like Venus can transform into Black Moon Lilith, or Black Moon Lilith can transform into Venus, which is really interesting. There's like this shape-shifting energy here with this with these three cards. And then we have here Fire Element Desire. Okay. Yeah. So and plus, let me mention right now too, it is 1010. So watch out for that number sequence in September. It's got messages for you, as well as every time I see the number 1010, that's one of my numbers, it feels like the universe is saying, I see you, I'm watching you, I got you. Okay. But yeah, so Black Moon Lilith is what you hope to embody, which is this mysterious creature. You don't like for people to be able to see all of you, like we talked about earlier. But like I said, where you see a flaw, someone else sees love, Virgo. It doesn't matter what you do. Someone has rose-colored lenses on every time they see you, every time they look at you, every time they're around you. It doesn't matter what you do. They have been hit by Venus concerning you, Virgo. You are a god or goddess to this person. Whoever it is that you are worried that you have pushed away or have lost, they don't see you that way. They don't see you in the way that you think is so unattractive. They see nothing but attraction there. Lilith is like forbidden fruit as well. Something you know that you shouldn't want, but you want it so bad. And so that's another feeling here, where it's like you're trying to push someone away and say like, don't want me, you shouldn't want me, I'm flawed, I'm damaged, there's something wrong with me. Look up Lilith's story. She was the first wife of Adam, who was basically subjugated. She was basically rejected by Adam because she didn't want to be subservient. And so God gave her a choice, and he was like, and God was like, either you can go back to Adam and be a wife, a good wife, or you can go off on your own and figure it out. And she chose to go off on her own, and she became the lady of the night. So there's like this energy here where it's like, I'm flawed, I'm damaged, I'm not Venus, I'm not Aphrodite, I'm not love, I'm this damaged person. I used to be this goddess, now I'm this damaged lady of the night. Now I'm this rejected person of the night that was rejected by God, that was rejected by their love. And it's like this person does not see that side of you. But there is two different sides of you, isn't it, Virgo? And you are very, very critical about that other side of you. You are very, very afraid of that other side of you. Well, you're not afraid of it because you let it come out fully in your hermit cave mode, but you are afraid of it being exposed. You're afraid of other people seeing that other side of you. And what I'm saying here is like, there is someone out there that loves your Venus and they love your Black Moon Lilith. They love both parts of you. This shape-shifting thing of you, they love it. They love it. They can't get enough of it. They love your dark side. They love your light side. That's what you got to realize. Okay, so, and we have Fire Element Desire here. There's someone that's caught your eye, or you have caught someone's eye this month. You also seem to be transforming in this hermit mode, because we have the Hermit card down here. This Hermit is like a chamber for you, where you get to go in and come out completely different or changed. Like I said, Spirit is forcing you to expose a part of yourself, and you think it's going to make someone uninterested, when in fact, it's going to make them want you so bad, because they see you changing, transforming. They see you opening up. Oh my God, this is what I said earlier, you guys. I was saying, okay, I said that earlier. Okay, wow. It's all fitting together now. But you could definitely be dealing with a Scorpio, a Libra, or a Taurus, because Venus is here. Venus rules Libra and Taurus, or any of the fire signs, which would be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. The mystery is what actually turns this person off, though, Virgo. Let me say that. The questioning, the guessing, the hiding, the emotional distant, the stiff arm that you kind of give people because you don't want them to see this Black Moon Lilith side that you have sort of denounced, that you have sort of demonized. You've demonized a part of yourself, or you've denounced a part of yourself because you don't see it as acceptable. You don't see it as lovable. But this other person, whoever this is, whatever this is, they want to see all sides of you because they love everything about you, and they know that you're kind of keeping the door closed on one aspect of you or one aspect of your life, and they want in further. So, the mystery is what makes this person scared. The mystery is what makes this person kind of pull away from you. It's this reluctance to show yourself. Someone wants to know that they are worth it enough for you to be real and to be you in front of them, to share personal things with them, to be Black Moon Lilith with them, in front of them, and to be forthcoming, Virgo. Act like you want it as well. Whatever this is, a person, job, goal, project, whatever this is, whatever this is, show up and tell them that you are interested, because this mysterious like cat and mouse game, it doesn't work for my Virgos. It sends a completely different message than what you're thinking that it's sending. So open up a little bit, okay? Let's see. Next cards that we have here. First one that we have is Explore. Okay. Then we have Unfolding. All right. Then we have Friendship, and it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And Indecision, look at that. I didn't even know this card was in this deck. That's crazy. It says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like I was saying, like you can't make your mind up. You don't know if they're worth it or not. That's wild. I had no clue that this card even existed in this deck. Okay, so yeah. Indecision is definitely this Two of Swords that we talked about already down here. You don't want to be indecisive anymore either, I see, Virgo. You are so ready to put your trust and faith and complete confidence on the line. You're ready to be absolute about something. You're ready to decide yes or no. But you go back and forth between wanting to do that and wanting to retreat, like we talked about earlier. And friendship over here. Virgo, unfold in front of the people in your life that genuinely care about you. That's all they want. They want to feel like they're in this with you, not like they're a bystander or a spectator to your life. They want to feel involved. Make them feel involved so they can give even more of themselves to you. Because if they sense you holding back, guess what they're going to do? They're going to hold back even more. If they sense you retreating, guess what they're going to do? They're going to retreat. Put yourself out there. That's the theme for you this month of September. And I know my Virgos really hate being chosen. Y'all like to be the ones doing the choosing. But has it been working for you? Ask yourself that. If it has been working for you, then keep doing it, keep going. But if not, then switch it up. Think about switching it up a little bit. Explore some other options. Explore other options. Venture outside of this cave. Step outside of your comfort zone. Two of Swords, okay? All right, let's go ahead and check out your goddess cards here. So we have here, look at that. Isis, past life. This situation involves your past life memories. Okay. Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? All right. Like I was talking about. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. And then we have here Meve, I think I'm saying that right. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Okay. All right. So Mother Mary, expect a miracle. A miracle is on the way. Like I said, Spirit is pushing you outside your comfort zone. And because you are unprepared, you're so sure that you're going to screw something up because you're so unprepared. But expect a miracle. Cycles and rhythms right here. You're tired and a little emotionally depleted, Virgo, from your own dance and cycles of like this retreat and overcompensating like we talked about earlier. This is why Spirit will be pushing you out of the nest, out of the hermit mode, so you can see it's not a war out there. People are not out to get you, but you have to step outside first to be able to see that. Once you see that it's safe for you, your energy is going to bounce back. Like I said, you're trying to avoid something that isn't even there. You are literally burning energy for nothing. Pele, divine passion right here. This is what I was saying. You want something, but you are struggling with this fear of putting yourself out there. Go for it. Make it known. You're going to be surprised at the outcome. And Isis, past life. So this is Mother Sept. I know her as Mother Sept. The Netter is Sept. What she is saying here is these are really deep-rooted fears that you're working through in September. That's why Spirit is forcing you out this month. This has been a fear or insecurity that has plagued you or always been there, or it's been there since childhood, or it's been there since your last relationship, or it's been there since some sort of negative experience that you had. So you have a guard up like this Black Moon Lilith card. Spirit is saying we have to break that wall down so you can see that this world is worth exploring, so that you can see this world is safe to explore, so that you can see it's safe for you to transform. That the way you can see that it's okay for you to embrace your Black Moon Lilith and your Venus. That's all Spirit's trying to show you. Let's check out your spirit animals for the month. We have here a buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. I like that. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. Yep. And swan spirit, time for a deep dive. Okay. So time for a deep dive. I told you, Virgo, Spirit will not let you escape September without leaving the nest. There's clarity coming to you in September. Owl spirit right here. Like I said, once you leave the cave or nest, you will see, wow, no one's actually out to get me. I don't have anything to be ashamed or afraid or embarrassed of. Can you imagine, like, if the star card was ashamed of being naked after experiencing something like the Tower moment? Like, if she was worried that other people would judge her for having a body and it being exposed, as if other people don't have naked bodies underneath their clothes, you know? It's like you're being exposed to see how beautiful and desirable and amazing you are without the bells, without all the bells and whistles that perfection provides. You don't need perfection, Virgo. It needs you. You were always desirable until your own voice of doubt or shame or fear got involved, and then it redefined you without your permission. Take that control back and you define you. Okay? That's what you're working on this September. Take that control back. Let's check out your health cards here. And so we have hydration. And it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating and guiding me to drink more water so that my health, energy, and appetite stay at optimal levels throughout each day. Let me spread these out a little. Okay, so we got hydration. Then we have here home help. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from you, the angels, and others in matters regarding my family and home. Okay. And then we have laughter is the best medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humor and irony within every human drama. Exactly. You can't take yourself so serious, but you know what? That I don't even feel like I can honestly say that to you, because your fifth house is getting hammered right now with Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter all retrograde in your fifth house, the house of fun, the house of laughter, the house of youthfulness. So for you, your fifth house is just it's going through some things right now. It's going through a lot of heaviness, it's going through a lot of karma, it's going through a lot of maturation. There's a lot of mature energy that is sitting in your house of fun. So I feel like I can't even say that to you, honestly. I feel like it's not even fair to say that to you. So yeah, with hydration, I don't know why the alcohol is coming through, and not like hard liquor. I don't know, maybe for some of you it is, but it doesn't really feel like it's anything serious. It kind of seems like maybe you have like a glass of wine or two a night, every night, So maybe try detoxing from that for like a day or two to kind of hit that reset button a little bit with this Hermit card down here. If it's not alcohol, then it could be something else. Like, what do you feel that you cannot live without? What do you feel that you have to do every single day? Is it social media? Is it reality television? Is it smoking? Is it your phone? Is it a certain person in your life, a substance? Whatever it is it spending too much money? Whatever it is, take a couple of days off from it, because it'll really help to clear your mind. When things get overwhelming or tough or stressful in September, though, laugh. Try to laugh at it. Watch a funny movie. Listen to your favorite comedian. Call your friend that's really loud and obnoxious and crazy to kind of force you out of your hermit thinking mode. We all kind of have that one friend where it's just like they are fucking crazy, but you need that sometimes, especially my Virgos, because it's like you guys can take things very, very seriously. I understand I'm a Capricorn rising Taurus Taurus sign, so I get it. Like, you know, we can take things very, very seriously being an earth sign. But you know, yeah, definitely try to get around friends or get around something that kind of makes you laugh. Laughter is going to be your weapon and your medicine in the month of September, okay? Let's go ahead and check out your relationships. So this is just like your family relationships, platonic relationships, work relationships, and then I have your romance cards over here. The very first one that we have here, look at that, friendship. Again, didn't we already have friendship? Yep, right here. Okay. Knew I wasn't crazy. So it says here, the energy of friendship supports our intrinsic desire for connection with others based on mutual affection and appreciation. Okay. And then we have here, wow, forgiveness. The energy of forgiveness strengthens our capacity to let go of unwanted feelings and emotions. Okay. Forgiveness and friendship. So we got friendship twice for you, Virgo. There's a friend, or it could be a family member or romantic partner that's also a friend to you that's really kind of squatting on your brain this September. You might be really focused on this person. There's something that you need to forgive, or there's forgiveness that needs to come to you from this person. Maybe you guys need to forgive each other for some sort of like back and forth energy here or issue. But free up those old feelings and patterns so that this relationship doesn't feel so burdened and weighed down by the past. Get back to just having fun with them. And if you can't, then let the relationship go, because you are already carrying enough, Virgo, with this 10 of Wands down here. So don't add to it. Don't add more wands to this weight. Okay. Let's go ahead and see your romance cards. What we have, okay, very first one that we have, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Maybe that's why I picked up the alcohol a little bit. I'm not sure, but maybe that's why. Next one that we have, stay optimistic about your love life. And it says, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay. And then we have here, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay. So stay optimistic about your love life, Virgo. Know that you are lovable. That's the theme for you this month, is realizing without perfection, you are still lovable, desirable, beautiful, wife or husband material. Perfection always made you less relatable. So shed the idea or definition that you bonded your identity to, that says you have to be perfect in order to be loved or hired or liked or tolerated or respected. That's what you were codependent on, in a sense, Virgo. Perfection is your addiction that you are being ripped or torn away from, and spirit will keep tearing people from you. That corroborates that unhealthy idea of perfection to you. Spirit will keep making these relationships. It's almost as if like certain relationships in your life are almost like the dealer for this addiction that you have to perfection, where it's like they kind of either fluff up your ego, or they kind of and there's something a little bit shallow maybe about one or two of your relationships where it's like they kind of fluff up your ego, and maybe you know that, and maybe that's why you kind of keep them around. Maybe that's why you're friends with them. Maybe that's why you're with this person, something like that. But it's almost as if like there's a one or two relationships in some of my Virgos' lives where it's like they are your dealer, and what they are serving you, what they are providing you, is this addiction of perfection. That's where the codependency is coming from, and that's what is being stripped away from you. So spirit will keep making those relationships challenging, difficult, or impossible, because it wants you to consider the fact that you are already amazing, that you are already perfect. That's where your soulmate is for my single Virgos. For those in a relationship, there's a dance, like I mentioned earlier, of retreating and then overcompensating. That's the cycle that you and your partner are accustomed to. But someone has got to break that. There's a pattern in your relationship in September that will be broken, but it's going to reveal the truth of your relationship. It's going to reveal the strength of your relationship, if it is a soulmate or not. So stay optimistic, because true love and support is not determined by excellence. It's a bond that exists with or without perfection and magnificence. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get to you guys' this personalized messages, the piles for the month of September. So I'm going to clear this off and we'll get to your piles. Okay. All right, and here on pile 1 we have a phantom quartz. On pile 2 we have smoky quartz. And on pile 3 we have rhodochrosite. All right, in pile number 1, you chose the phantom quartz. So, like I said, I'm not going to be diving into these piles. I'm actually just simply going to be reading the description of the cards for you, the way you can kind of intuit your own personal message for the month of September. So let's go ahead and get started. So the very first card that we have here is Azariah, creativity and alchemy. And it says fortune and prosperity go hand in hand. So is your ability to sustain what you already have. And these are the signs, Aries and Taurus right here. The next card that we have is Juniper Berry. This is the card of projection. Trigger statement, my mind does not rest. True statement, I listen to my higher self. Sounds a lot like a Virgo, my mind does not rest, being ruled by Mercury. But it says, look at each story that repeats itself in your mind as a stranger would ask. Ask yourself, is this true? Wow, that's powerful for my Virgos. You guys kind of need that, huh? And then the final card that we have here is Lakshmi in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. Beautiful card. So I'm going to be reading the description for this card out of the book, but first I'm going to shuffle and see your chakra cards for the month. Okay, that came out fast. So this is a sacral chakra and it's relationships. Yeah, there's a really big focus on relationships this month with my Virgos. But that makes a lot of sense. And look at that communication. Like we were talking about in your general reading, be careful about retreating because that's not going to solve anything. So, and then underneath the deck, we have the solar plexus chakra. This is self-mastery. So we have the solar plexus, sacral, and throat chakra. And solar plexus is all about confidence. So I'll be reading the affirmations for these chakra cards out of the book as well. Okay, and it says for Lakshmi, this is the goddess of abundance, fortune, and beauty. Ooh, I like that. So it says, when you feel like you are not enough, you will not have enough. This is crazy. This is what we just talked about in your general reading. Okay, it says Lakshmi has come to you to remind you that you already are the things that you are seeking. Of course, exactly. Abundance, beauty, radiance, success. All it takes is tuning in. When you truly embody who you are, you become bountiful with the riches of life and your inner beauty shines. Pay attention to your inner monologue. How are you speaking to yourself? When you constantly tell yourself that you are poor, fat, unworthy, or ugly, the universe will respond to continue your story. Create a positive self-dialogue and tell yourself how beautiful and abundant you already are. Sprinkle compliments and smiles to all those you encounter, and the Lakshmi within you will come to light. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. So the affirmation for this card here, for this chakra card, this is a solar plexus chakra, the affirmation, and you can use these affirmations all throughout September to manifest, to set intentions, for subliminals, anything like that. The affirmation here, though, is I'm the master of my destiny. And then for this card here, the throat chakra, communication. And the affirmation here is I communicate in all ways with ease and grace. Beautiful. Because you are very graceful being a Virgo. You are the Virgin. So it's like there is something very graceful, very forbidden about you. So, you know, play into that a little bit. And then the affirmation for this card, the relationships card, and this is a sacral chakra, is my relationships are aligned with my highest good and my soul's purpose. Beautiful. Okay, so my Virgo pile ones, this does it for your personal message as well as your larger message for the month of September 2020. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, strength. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. Keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, in pile number 2, you chose a smoky quartz. Anyways, so let's go ahead and check out your cards. Not going to go in depth, just going to be reading the descriptions. So what we have here, the very first card is cilantro, and this is a card of letting go. Trigger statement, this is not the way it is supposed to be. True statement, I am free. Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighing you down, like we talked about in your general reading. Spirit's kind of forcing you out of that comfort zone. Is that the way you are free? The next card that we have here, you guys, I'm not going to try to pronounce this. I'm not going to try. But basically, this is the card of faith and expansion. Water your wisdom with integrity so your vision grows and inspires others to mirror you. Exactly. Like I was saying in your general reading, if you try to retreat, you're going to almost inspire the other person to retreat. But if you are willing to open up, you're going to inspire them to open up. So it's kind of like you're in control of what mirror reflection it is that you're dealing with, what sort of reaction you get. And this is a symbol for Aquarius. And then we have here Anahata. And I believe that this is the heart chakra, I think. But I'll be reading the description for this card out of the book. But first, let me shuffle a couple of cards to see what chakras you need to kind of pay attention to this month for my Virgo pile 2s. Okay, so this is the root chakra, family. Let me get one more. And we have, third eye chakra. This is psychic development. Okay. My Virgo pile 2s. Y'all got some interesting stuff going on. And then what we have here is the soul star chakra underneath the deck. And this is divine wisdom. And the soul chakra is located above the crown chakra. All right, and the book here says, this is the heart chakra. It says, your heart has opened its chambers to new possibilities and the light is coming through to soothe its once dark corners. This love heals all and allows you to see all people for their greatest potential, including yourself. By putting down your armor, you are truly able, like we were talking about, you're truly able to use the intelligence of your heart, which will always guide you in the right direction. Trust the journey of the heart. It may not always make sense to the mind, but it is aware of the possibilities the mind cannot yet envision. When you truly live a heart-centered life, there is nothing left to fear. Meditate on the color green and practice heart-opening yoga poses to aid the journey. Okay. And then I'm going to read the affirmations out of the book for these 3 chakra cards here. And these affirmations you can repeat, you can use for the month of September. And so here we have with the third eye chakra card, the affirmation for this card is, I am deeply connected to my intuition and reclaim my psychic gifts now. The affirmation for the soul star chakra divine wisdom card is, I am aligned to the divine wisdom of the universe and it flows through me in abundance. Wow. The affirmation that we have for the root chakra family card is, I am at peace and at one with my family. Beautiful. Okay. All right, Virgo pile 2. So this is it for your reading. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray that these readings brought you guys love, support, clarity, strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, in Virgo pile number 3, you guys chose rhodochrosite, which is a healing stone for the heart. And so the card that we have here is, like I said, I'm not going to be going in depth. I'm just going to be reading the descriptions and allowing you guys to intuit your own messages, okay, your own personalized messages for the month. And so we have here alpaca. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it says, watching things grow at their own pace can be more rewarding than attaining them. Wow, beautiful. The next card that we have here is respiratory, and this is a card of breath. Trigger statement, I can't breathe. True statement, I open up to all possibility. You're ready to let go of the suffering so that you can take in new possibilities. Release so you can receive. Interesting. And the final card that we have here is Ganesha in reverse. Beautiful, beautiful card. Oh my God, can we just take a moment? All right, so I'm going to be reading the description out of the book for this card here, but first I'm going to shuffle to see what sort of chakras that you need to pay attention to for the month of September. And so we have here, this card flew out first, personal power, and this is your solar plexus chakra. Then we have sacral chakra, relationships. Yeah, relationships are like a big deal for my Virgos this September. And then we have here the root chakra, balance. Okay. So let me grab the book. And then, underneath the deck, we have this life's purpose. And this is the throat chakra. So, all right. And what it says here for Ganesha, and this is the god of new beginnings and remover of obstacles. Okay, and so it says this card here, has life been feeling a little more difficult than usual, as though you are faced with another obstacle each time you turn a corner? Ganesha, remover of obstacles, also places obstacles in the path of those who need to be reminded of their true nature. Ask yourself, am I living life out of my highest integrity? Am I using my skills to help the world? Am I sharing my passion and wisdom with others? Am I giving generously out of true compassion? Write an honest tally up of how you are doing in various areas of your life: career, relationships, community, service, wellness, and spiritual practice. Note the things that you could shift more focus to. When Ganesha sees that you are making an effort, he will begin his work of removing obstacles again. Wow. Now I'm going to be reading the affirmations for each of the chakra cards here, and you can use these affirmations throughout the month of September. Okay, so the affirmation for this root chakra balance card here is I am balanced in all aspects of my life. The affirmation for the solar plexus chakra personal power card is I am empowered. The affirmation for the sacral chakra relationships card is my relationships are aligned with my highest good and my soul's purpose. And the affirmation for the throat chakra life's purpose card is I am in divine alignment and living my life's purpose. Virgo pile 3, this is it for your readings. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, strength. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys.